Hi, this video is all about unblocked proxies, or rather the features in a security program I use that can help you unblock your proxy server that you're using. Now, proxies can be blocked at many different levels. They can be blocked from the local network you're using, whether you work in a corporation, education establishment, university, college, something like that. Most content filters now come with lists of well-known proxies and how they react, and they'll be blocked by default. There are other ways they're blocked, but they can also be blocked by country level as well. It's generally not quite as sophisticated at this level, but unless you happen to live in China. Normally you can get past most of them, but I just wanted to go through a few options with you on the security software I use, which basically helps you bypass some of these. Okay, well, I use Identity Cloaker as my proxy. It basically relays an encrypted connection, an SSH connection, through any one of their proxies that are located in different countries. You can see here there's all sorts from UK, California, Germany, Swiss, you name it. Okay, so all these are individual proxies. You can see I blurred them out, but this is one of the important things about proxy servers. The less visible they are, the less likely they are to be blocked, which is why when you go and look on these proxy web lists that are advertised all over the internet, most of them are effectively useless if you're in any sort of network, because the content filters and the firewalls scrape these lists as well and add them to their blocked lists. So discretion is definitely a major point here. As soon as a physical IP address of a proxy is blocked on a firewall, it's extremely difficult to use it, if not virtually impossible. Okay, but here's some slight different variations that I just want to show you. One of the important things I find, especially in a lockdown environment, with is to use this feature here in Identity Cloaker, which is basically telling you to switch proxy every few minutes or so. You can pick it to go in any country or just the fast servers, but what it basically does is make your browsing look a little more natural. So you're just flicking from different internet addresses. The problem is with using one static proxy all the time, it's going to show up in logs, and it's going to look a bit, it's going to stand out if your entire connection is going through one IP address all the time. And this can again be picked up by analysis software and stuff like that, because it's not natural. You would normally go to hundreds of different IP addresses, not just one all the time. Okay, so that's worth using and changing it every 5 minutes or something like that. Identity Cloaker does it automatically. You don't actually need to do anything. The other settings that are important, you can switch it so that only certain browsers or certain applications use the proxy, and other ones work normally. So you could maybe use Firefox for browsing sites that are blocked, and then use Internet Explorer for all your other browsing. Now these are the important ones here, but they're quite technical, so I won't go into them in huge detail. I think if you're going to use these, you'll understand what they are. This is port redirection cloaking. Often you find that standard proxies are blocked. They use standard ports, and these ports are often blocked within networks, or even in countries. Sometimes they block access through different ports. Here with Identity Cloaker, you can get it to use any port you like. Okay, so you can set a port number here and then redirect Identity Cloaker, so it uses something non-standard. I mean, for instance, if you switched it to port 23 and you made sure that your connection was encrypted, it would just look without it would look like FTP, secure FTP traffic going through, and it uses a different port which may or may not be open. Okay, and the other important one here is local proxy details. The reason this is important is, and it's probably one of the main reasons that 99% of proxies don't work sometimes when people are using them in a corporate network, is that usually at the edge of their network there's a firewall that only allows internet access through their own internal proxy. So basically all your clients, all your PCs will be directed to funnel through this one proxy server, and if you don't come through that, your connection will be blocked at the firewall, and there's nothing you can do about that. But with Identity Cloaker, you can actually just piggyback over that internal proxy. So it's basically all your traffic will go through there, completely secured and anonymous, but it will go through the internal proxy server and then out through the firewall, which allows you to bypass those restrictions. If Identity Cloaker went straight out in this situation to the internet, it would come from the wrong address. It wouldn't be coming through your proxy. It would come through your local PC's IP address, and it get blocked. But this, you can use that. You just pop the proxy server address in, and maybe it's probably your Windows username or password is set up or something like that, and that'll just piggyback through, and it'll look completely and 100% natural, and it won't stand out at all, that. But as I say, slightly technical, but the feature's there. Most people won't use that. It's only going to be useful in corporate networks where there's some security applied and you've got to bypass a firewall. Okay, well that's I'm going to finish now. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at some of the advanced features of Identity Cloaker. Really, if you're looking for unblocked proxies and stuff, and you really want the best, this program is the best, Identity Cloaker. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.